Welcome friends to my channel Education Helpline. Today we will discuss about the noun clause. But before that I want to say that I have already discussed about the clauses, its categories, I mean principal clauses, subordinate clauses, coordinate clauses and comment clauses. You can also get that video and I will put the link of that video in the description below of this video. But before starting about this topic, I would like to say, if you have interest in learning grammar, then this video is for you. If you do not like English grammar or want to learn, then this video is not for you. So if you are interested, keep watching this video patiently and I can assure you that this video will definitely help you to learn English grammar easily. Okay, now let's begin. So here you can see that there is clause and I have given the categories in the chart. That is, you can see this is the clauses and this is the clauses. Clauses can be categorized into 4 parts, but among them 3 parts are very important. That is principal clauses, subordinate clauses and coordinate clauses. Comment clauses, what is comment? Later, not in this video, okay? And in subordinate clauses, there are 3 categories. That is subordinate noun clause or nominal clause, subordinate adjective clause or relative clause, subordinate adverbial clause or conditional clause, something maybe. Now let's begin about the noun clause. Okay, see here. This is the noun clause I have written on this page. Okay, this is noun clause. So what is noun clause? Basically we will understand in this video what is noun clause, how does it work and how we can join 2 or more simple sentences using noun clauses. So a noun clause is on which does the work of a noun in relation to some word in some other clauses. Basically a noun clause does the work of a noun. A noun clause does the work of a noun. So now let's examine the sentences. Why he is crying is unknown to his father. This is the sentence. This is the big sentence. Okay, this is the whole big sentence. And why he was crying, this part is a clause. Is unknown to his father, this part is a clause. So why he was crying, this is a subordinate clause. Is unknown to his father, this is the principal clause. So what subordinate clause is this? This is the subordinate noun clause, because this subordinate clause does the work of a noun. Why? He was crying, this is the subordinate part, and this subordinate part is the subject of the whole sentence, because you can see here in this sentence the main verb is, main verb is is, and the subject of this verb is the whole part, this whole subordinate clause, why he was crying. So why he was crying, this part is given here as the subject, why he was crying. So this is the subordinate noun clause, because we know that a noun must be a subject in a sentence. A noun or subject must be a noun or a noun equivalent. Okay, now let's move forward to the second example. Tell me frankly why you did this. All these are noun clause. We will discuss one by one later. I just put it some here. Pay attention to what I say. All these are noun clauses, all these are subordinate clauses, and all these are subordinate noun clauses. Okay, so now you can see that since the noun clause does the work of a noun, it can be classified into 5 categories. That is, what is these categories? The subject of a verb, that means the subordinate noun clause will be the subject of the whole sentence. The subordinate noun clause will be the object of the whole sentence. Subordinate noun clause will be the object of a preposition. Subordinate noun clause will be the complement of a verb, and also the subordinate clause will be the apposition of a noun. Okay, so these are the main 5 categories. There may be some other categories also, but however those categories must be included in these categories. Different persons have been categorized noun clauses more than 5, but I have given here only 5 because these are the main categories, and others categories must be included in this category. Okay, so now let's move forward to the noun clause subject to a verb to understand how does it work. Okay, so here in this page you can see that, watch this video very attentively, otherwise you will not get it. Okay, so here you see subject of a verb. The subject of a sentence must be either a noun or noun equivalent. What I have told already, the subject of a sentence must be a noun or noun equivalent. Now examine this sentence: that he is a good boy is known to us. That he is a good boy is known to us. This is the whole sentence. This is one sentence. That he is a good boy from here to us. This is the one sentence. This is a full one sentence. Okay. Now if we examine this sentence, we can easily see that there are 2 clauses because there are 2 finite verbs. One is each in the first part and the second is also each in the second part. Okay, so that he is a good boy, this is a part, this is a clause, and each known to us, this is a clause. So here we see that the relative or the linkers or the connectives, that is the that conjunction introduced. When the that conjunction is introduced with a clause, it must be a subordinate clause. This is a subordinate clause, and in the whole sentence this subordinate clause does the work of a subject of the whole sentence. This part does the work of a subject of this verb. This is the whole sentence, this is the subject of the sentence, this is the subject of the sentence. So we have already known that noun subject to a sentence must be either a noun or noun equivalent. So this is the noun equivalent or noun part. So as this clause does have the quality of a noun, so we can see this is a noun clause subject to the verb is. Understand? So this clause is dependent on the is known to us. This clause is dependent on the is known to us, dependent on the main clause is known to us, because if we imagine that he is a good boy is equal to it, okay, so the sentence will be it is known to us, this is equal to it, this is equal to it, so the subject will be it is known to us. In it is known to us, the subject is it, and we have already imagined it equals to that he is a good boy. So that is a good boy basically a clause and it has the quality of a noun, so we can easily say that it is a subordinate noun clause subject to the verb is. That means the whole sentence, this is the whole sentence and its main verb is and its subject is that he is a good boy. So this is a subordinate noun clause, and what category is it? It is subject to the verb, okay, is. Now if we go on to the second example, here you also can see that I have written that is a good boy is a subject to the verb is. That is a good boy subject to the verb is, and it is also a subordinate noun clause. Okay, so this is going to be a subordinate noun clause. Okay, now let's move forward to the subordinate noun clause. Which category? Object to the verb. There are some more example of subject to the verb noun clause. Someone telephoned me, it is still a mystery. So who telephoned me is still a mystery. Who telephoned me, this is the subordinate noun clause. Subject to the verb is. He prefers something, it is not known to him. What it refers to, he prefers to something, he prefers something. So which he prefers is not known to me. Which he prefers is a subordinate noun clause subject to the verb is. He is a good boy, it is known to us. That he is a good boy is known to us. So that he is a good boy is a subordinate noun clause of subject to the verb is. He will come at any time, this is uncertain. When he will come is uncertain. This is a subject to a verb. When he will come of the main verb subject is. Okay, so we will move forward to the object to a verb. So what is object to a verb? Now we move forward to the noun clause object to the verb. Okay, noun clause object to the verb. How does it work? The object of a verb, the various forms of which object can be expressed at the same as those in which the subject can be expressed. That means the subject is the noun or noun equivalent of a sentence. Similarly, the object is also the noun and noun equivalent of a sentence. So, if the object is a clause of a sentence, then we can easily say from that point of view that subordinate clause is the subordinate noun clause object to the verb, because it does the work of an object. Okay, now we will see how does it work. Okay, let's see here. This is a sentence. We know that the earth is a planet. If we examine this sentence, we can understand that we know this is a part and that the earth is a planet, this is a part. That means we know is a clause and that the earth is a planet, this is a clause. So there are two clauses. And what is principal clause and what is the subordinate clause, we have to understand at first. We know this clause is totally independent. That means we do not need any words or sentences to clearly express its meaning. But if we say that the earth is a planet, we do not say anything more, then this part will be incomplete. This is a sentence. This is a small part of a sentence, but this sentence is not completed. This sentence will be completed if we say we know. That means this part is dependent this part is dependent on this part. This is the main clause and this is the subordinate clause. And if we examine more, we can understand that we know that the earth is a planet. What do we know? If we ask question this verb, then we get the answer that the earth is a planet. So when we ask any question to the verb and what answer we get, we can call it an object. So this is an object of the verb know. This full part, this clause, this subordinate clause, this small part of a sentence is the object of this verb know. So as it is a subordinate clause, we can say that it is a subordinate noun clause object to the verb know. So here I have also given the chart. This is a small part of a big sentence. This is a subordinate clause. Okay, and this part is dependent on the main clause. We know. This is dependent. And now if you look at this, that the earth is a planet, this is begin with the introductory conjunction that. This begins with the introductory conjunction that. Okay, so this is a subordinate clause and object to the verb no. So from here you can easily understand it. Okay, now we will see more example of object to the verb, See here, tell me why you did this, something like that. These questions, these sentences you will be given and you will be asked to join these sentences with the noun clause. So you have to join, tell me frankly why you did this. Tell me frankly, this part is the object of the verb tell, so this is a object to the verb. Similarly, you want something, I ask you about it. I ask you what you want, that means this is verb and its object is what you want. This is a clause. So when the object is a clause, we can say that it is a noun clause object to the verb. All these examples have been given below. I will give you the description from where you can get all these examples. Okay. Now this part is the noun clause object to a preposition. How noun clause object to a preposition works. Let's see the example. He told everyone of what he had heard. This is the preposition of, and this part what he had heard is the object of the preposition, and we can easily understand from here that what he had heard is a subordinate clause and he told everyone of, this is the principal clause. So as this subordinate clause is the object of the preposition of, we can easily say that this is the noun clause object to a preposition of. In which part? This is the noun clause object to a preposition of. Okay, so let's move forward to the next example. Here you can see that he told everyone of what he had heard. The object of the preposition of, what he had heard is the object of a preposition and it also does the work of a noun. As it is the object of the preposition, it does the work of a noun. So this subordinate clause does the work of a noun, so we can say it is a noun clause and it is the object of a preposition of. Similarly, we can see more example from here. Okay, I say something, pay careful attention to it. Pay careful attention to what I say. That means what I say is the subordinate clause, pay careful attention to is the principal clause, and this subordinate clause is the object of the preposition to. Similarly, he will do something, I know nothing of it. I know nothing of what he will do. What he will do is the subordinate clause and it is the object of a preposition of. As it is the object of a preposition, it does the work of a noun. So we can say that it is a noun clause object to a preposition of. Similarly, there is no meaning in what you say. What you say is the subordinate clause does the work of a noun as it is the object of the preposition in. So we can say this is the noun clause object to a preposition in. Okay. Now the next part is the complement to a verb. It is very interesting. What is complement? At first we have to know what is complement. Listen, some transitive verbs take one object but require some words or modes to make the predication complete. Sometimes these additional words or words by which the predication is made complete is called the complement. And the complement may be in several different forms. What are these forms? A noun may be a complement, an adjective may be a complement, a participle may be a complement, a preposition may be a complement, and an infinitive may be complement. Okay, so and clause may be a complement. If the clause may be a complement, then it must be a noun clause. And in intransitive verbs of incomplete predication, this is the name given to those intransitive verbs. You know that intransitive verbs normally does not take any word or words or phrases to complete it, but sometimes themselves to require a complement to supply what the verb is left unsaid. That means if we do not clearly express about the verb, about the action, then we have to place some more words or phrases to express it. Then it will be called the intransitive verbs of incomplete predication. Similarly, if we examine the sentence, this is exactly what I expected. The object of the be verb, that means be verb object means, what is be verb? Am, is, are in the present tense, was, are in the past tense, and will be and shall be is the future in the future tense. So this is exactly what I expected. Each is the main verb and its object is what is expected. So basically all the object of a be verb must be a complement, and if the complement is a clause, then it must be a noun clause. What I have written it. Okay, all these readings I will given in the below description of this video. You can easily read it, but before that you just watch this video and try to understand what I am trying to say and what I am trying to write there. Now see, here we can understand about the complement, how the complement works in a noun clause. Okay, so this is exactly what I expected. What I expected is does the work of a complement, because it is the object of the verb is, and it is also a subordinate clause. So we can say this is a complement to the verb is. And what will be the complement? If the clause is a complement, then it must be the noun clause, what I have already said. Similarly, the example, more example have also been given here. You can see here more example. He will not come. This is my belief. This is my belief is that he will not come. It is the main verb and its object is that he will not come. And you can see here that the conjunction that, the subordinate clause has been introduced with the conjunction that. So this is a subordinate clause and it is the complement of the verb is, and this complement is a clause, so it can say, we can say that it is a noun clause. Similarly, his request will be that we may be allowed to resign. Will be is the verb and its object is that he may be allowed to resign. This subordinate clause has been introduced by that, so it is a noun clause, and we can say that this is also an object of the verb will be, so this is a noun clause complement to the verb. Okay, so all the object of the be verb must be a complement, and complement may be a noun, may be a participle, may be infinitive, but if this is a clause and if the complement may be a clause, it must be a noun clause. Okay, so now let's move forward to the next. The last part of the noun clause is the apposition. What is apposition? A noun is said to be in the apposition with another noun or with the pronoun when it refers to the same person or thing. Suppose I want to say Alexander, the king of Macedon, invaded India. That is, this is the apposition of the noun Alexander. That means similar or the same rank. It refers to the same person or thing. Same person or thing. Who is Alexander? He is also the king of Macedon. That is, both are the same man. Both refers to the same man. The king of Macedon refers to Alexander and Alexander refers to the king of Macedon. Both are same rank and same person. So here we can say the king of Macedon is the apposition of Alexander. Similarly, listen, the king of Macedon, this is not a clause. We can say this is a phrase. But if this will be a clause, we can say that this is a noun clause, because apposition will be the same person or thing, refers to the same person or thing. That means refers to the same noun, refers to the same pronoun. Okay, a sentence can be placed in apposition with a noun or pronoun to describe what denoted by the noun or the pronoun. Similarly, this is a phrase, the rumor that you are coming was generally believed. What is the rumor? Rumor is the noun. What is the rumor? The rumor is that you are coming. This is the rumor that you are coming, and this is a clause. So this is a noun clause, apposition to the noun rumor. It is true that he has come. It is true. What is true? It. What is it? That he has come. It pronoun refers to that he has come. So that he has come is the apposition to the pronoun it. So it is a noun clause. Similarly, we can understand from here, from this diagram, the rumor that you are coming does the work of a noun, because it is an apposition of the noun rumor. This is also a subordinate clause. So apposition of the rumor. So we can say that it is a noun clause, apposition to the noun rumor. Okay. It is true that he has come. Here, that he has come is the noun clause, subordinate clause. Why? It does the work of a noun because it is the apposition of the pronoun it, and we can say that it is a noun clause, apposition to the pronoun it. Okay, that's it. So this is the noun clause. I have tried to express you and I have tried to make you understand. I think if you watch this video clearly and watch this full video, this will at least give you some benefit to understand what is noun clause and why are some noun clauses important to learn and how we will join those sentences using noun clause. Okay, so from this video that's it, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also like it and also share it, because I will always upload something like that video of English grammar, and this will definitely will help you a lot. Thank you.